welcome back to my channel. I want to go live before, and I don't know, I just didn't like where I had a camera. It was falling over, it wasn't cooperating. I had it up on top of something too, I'm not sure why, so I took it down off of that. It should be good for future videos and for now on, to be honest, to do this, only because the little stand I have you guys on, my ring light's broken, so I can't use that right now, and I just don't have money to get a new one. And then I have you guys on this other stand that I have that's like a tabletop one. That's also broken, so I tried to put like super glue in it, and I don't know, it wasn't working. And then I just ended up taking this tape and like taping around where the metal piece on my tripod is. And now, as you can see, it's like really sturdy and straight, so that's good. This is my crafting desk when I make stuff that I sell on my eBay and my Depop. Those links will be down below if you'd like to see any of the art that I've made. It's all there, the stuff that's still available that hasn't sold yet. I have like, I think 5 new canvases coming to my Depop this weekend, into eBay in the beginning of February. You're also able to just buy them on PayPal outright, but yeah, I'm really excited to get started today because I've been wanting to work on this. And like I said, uh, I've been sick. My disease has been bad, all of that kind of stuff. And then some personal stuff in my life has been going on. So it's been rough lately. And I've just focused on doing something other than what is going on in my current life. So I started doing this. And then I realized it didn't have enough alien features for me. I like the hair. I think there's going to be some glitter that goes through where you can see the texture spots in it. But I'm not sure if I like that color green either, if it's just like too much. But the face is too humanly and I want to switch it up. So that's what we're going to be doing today. This is the clay that I purchased for this project. It's a Sculpey clay, premium air dry. So we're going to be using that. And I think I'm going to start on like the ears for her, but I figured this would be fun. I used to do videos like this a lot, and I miss doing them. I haven't in, like, forever. So, and I think that's why, like, I just tried, like, not even to record it, because I didn't have the space or whatever, and now I feel like I do have the space to do this kind of stuff. And, obviously, I like when you guys are able to watch me, and I know you guys also enjoy watching me. So, I like this setup, and then my little things in the background too, which is fun. I think I have a video on TikTok of like that whole thing if you want to see it all filled, but it just has like a bunch of little figures and characters and stuff I've collected in it. But yeah, so it doesn't matter if this clay gets dirty or anything like that, because we're gonna be painting over it, of course. First glance though, it's sticky, like it sticks to your skin, but it's also very sticky and just like thin. I've used this clay before, not in like a very long time, and I do like it, but just letting you know for people in the future who might want to use it. A lot of the projects I've been working on now are like, I kid you not, I have like a big shelf and then 2 bags of just like from literally 2019 to now unfinished projects. So I've been trying not to start like anything new per se, new per se, and like go back to my shelf and be like, oh, well, I have X, Y, and Z here, and you know, I should probably work on it because it's not done. So that's what I've been doing. A lot of the canvases, there's like one that was brand new, that I made just because I was like finishing old projects and I was like, I need like a break. So everything is like stuff though that like I was just laying on my shelf. It was started like a random summer or winter or just something and just never finished. So I'm really happy that I'm getting stuff like finished as well, because then there's just like more room in here, more room to like organize my craft supplies too, because it's not very organized, and I don't know, getting stuff done. Here's my first little ear though. I'm gonna lay that right there and make one that looks similar, and I'm also gonna take my jacket off. YouTube, it's a sports bra, chill out. It's just like getting really hot in my room, and I don't want to deal with that today. So Alright, well, here's a little bit of clay I just took out. That should be enough for the other ear. I got this clay originally for an upcoming video that I'm in the works on for a project. But then I was like, oh, I have this I could work on, I have this I could work on, so yeah, very happy about finally getting my hands on this. And my Mod Podge. I picked up Mod Podge the other day because I had so many canvases done and I couldn't sell them because I don't really want to sell a canvas unless I have it, like, I used the Mod Podge to just like put it over like a film protective. So I didn't want to be sending something out and it didn't have that on it. So I had to pick some up, and that's why I had so many canvases available right now, because they were just all sitting, waiting. But like there's 2 in that lot I'm putting out. Oh, I'm obsessed with them. You're going to see in a video too. I don't know if it's going to be on my vlog channel or where, but me the other day I was like showing some of them. Top got a little too thin. But yeah, happy Saturday, everyone. My phone freaking rang this morning. I wanted to lay in bed and just like relax. Of course, that wasn't gonna happen. So today I figured, why not relax with you guys, hang out, and do this. I also in the future want to come on and make some cow dolls. So that will be fun. I got fur for them, and what else did I pick up? Fur and something else. I can't think off the top of my head what it was, but I got some stuff for those and I'm very excited. And I usually, when I do like my cow dolls, like I have one up for sale right now and it's like a decent sized doll, like decent. I want to make like mini ones. I think that would be fun. So yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna put these by each other. This one's a little too long, so I'm gonna cut it. And I'm gonna give this one a little bit of a cut too, so they have like the same kind of like shape cut. This one's a little long, so all I have to do is just bring it up. Yeah, I thought about going to Goodwill today, but I'm like, oh my god, Gabby, don't do it. Like, I'm just super broke. I'm like, I want to try to use like the resources around me, because I have a lot of like random little crafting stuff or stuff I use for crafting. And then once that's like, I notice like I'm running out of a lot of stuff, then I'll go. But I've just been trying to save, which has been a nightmare. Okay. Here's the first ear. So how I'm doing this is, for the ears, I'm blending it in to the skin. And as you could see, like, the face on it is, like, tan and the body's green. That was just because I had leftover clay the one day and I didn't want to waste it. So I'm like, I'm just going to shove it on here. Or clay, I'm sorry, paint. When I was painting, what am I saying? Okay. She has, like, these earrings on the sculpture, but I'm actually going to end up going over those. And I could just, if I wanted to have earrings, I'll give it earrings. You know what I mean? I'll put them back in, though, when I need to, but I love doing like one-of-a-kind stuff, and this is sticking to my hand, so let's add, if I need to, this water is literally like murky for my paintbrushes, but that's okay, because like I said, we're painting over it. I just added a little bit of water to it and it's cooperating better. It wasn't cooperating at all before. It was just like, no. And I just saw a comment come in. I'm gonna grab that in a minute once I finish up what I'm doing here on the bottom half. I just want to blend this in, because as you saw, the ear was like folding upwards, but it's because it wasn't stuck onto the face enough. I probably should have got a clean water too. I don't think there's a lot in there. I could probably dump it and just add some of my water into it. Sticking her down now. I'm sticking her down into the hair because that's how it's gonna be. And then I could just paint onto that, but I want to make sure it's like very smooth looking, you know. I could always, like I said, put that earring back in or just like go over it, but two things. I want to change that water. Like I said, not like it matters, but it's gross. Whoa, Voy, FYI. I'm not sure what that means or if it's a different language, but hello, and we are glad that you are here. Yeah, this wasn't too much. I'm gonna dump out this murky water. I'm gonna put in a little bit of water I can work with. It's still gonna be murky, but it's not gonna be the way it just was. Okay, so this I'm just sticking on with my finger. And then if it's like after it dries, it's still not like sticking completely to her, I could just go behind it with some like E6000 hot glue, whatever, but it should be fine. Wait, let me stick this on more. And let me cover the earring up too. And then we're gonna go into the face, and then we're gonna finish at the other ear. So I have it laying down. So that's where we're gonna end then. At the other ear. And then I'll look over it and see like where I need to add stuff in. Like this wasn't thick enough. So I'm gonna spread that out. Yeah, I love doing this kind of stuff. Some people are like, oh my god, that seems like so time consuming or this or that. I'm just like, I don't notice that it is. And then sometimes I'll put like shows on while I craft too. So that like really helps talk to you guys, you know? And if you guys really like this video, I can come back and do like when I paint on it too. If you want to see that. So here's the ear that I just sculpted on. Do you see that? I love that. That looks so freaking sharp and good. Like I said, I'm not going to go directly over to the other ear yet. I want to... Maybe I will. I know I said I was going to end there, but maybe I will. I just want to see how this spreads out onto the face right now with one little bit of water. I think it'll do well, but just curious. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I don't know what I'm doing for the eyes yet either. I was trying to see if I had anything to like put into the spot that looked cool. I didn't see anything, so I guess I'm out of luck when it comes to that. But I bought this ginormous crystal to break outside, and if anything like tiny flies off of that, I could also incorporate it into this piece, which I think could be fun. But yeah, I've been waiting for so long. This has been laying on my desk for me to work on. Oh, did I bring up the acne thing? So the last like 2 days, I've had this under the skin zit that's so terrible. And I messaged my like coworkers and I was like, oh my god, guys, what would you do if you had this like huge fucking cystic zit? And they were like, have you ever taken like a aspirin or like something that's like really strong for like pain relief or whatever, and crush it up and put it onto your skin? And I'm like, no, I've never done that before. I'm like, does that work? Yes. I'm like, you know what, I'll try it. And also just because it was super like inflamed looking, like just not it, you know. So I was like, okay, let's see what it does. So we put it on, and it really took down my swelling and inflammation on it, and it even started like giving a little bit and trying to like release the shit out of it. So I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm gonna be going to the dermatologist again to see what we can do, but yeah, that, you know, until then, this is really helping me. So I did that this morning. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it for a second day in a row if I'm just gonna be home crafting. I have some Matrix Biolage, the like repair one mask in my hair right now. that smells so freaking good. So I put that in my hair because I'm like, if I'm gonna sit here and sculpt and do my thing, I might as well have a repair mask in my hair, you know? And I think it's like bitter cold out today, so that works for me. This looks so good. I'm doing the front of her head right now, and I'm just trying to make sure it's all smooth and nice and looks okay. Definitely a little bit of a work in progress. I love the back of her head because there's so many like grooves and places to like just put glitter, other colors into it. I love that. I'm gonna wet the ear before I put it down. I know I said I was gonna do more of the face before I attached it, but where my hairline's coming over, it just makes sense to start attaching it. And then I can go down into the chin too. And like the side of her neck. Alright. So I've already looked into the future too of like making my own clay if I really wanted to. I've tried in the past, but I've used like paper product more, just because I'm very into recycling, if you didn't know that, and reusing stuff, making it into other stuff, as you know. That's just something I love to do. So I was like in the past always looking into like, well, what could I make with like crushed up paper? Like, you know how people make like out of old paper, like new paper, by just they put it in like to a sifter, and then there's like a bunch of different steps to do it. But I thought, I was like, well, what if I could use that to make dolls? And I just used some like, I think I used flour. I wanted to say baking soda. I don't know why, but I know for sure I used like flour, stuff like that. Um, a lot of trial and error because sometimes like the pieces would be too thick where the clay was and they weren't dry. Really hard to like spread out. But also at the same time, it was from like reduce, reuse, recycle paper, which I thought was really cool. So I don't have the time right now to do that kind of stuff, but I want to get back into it, like disgustingly bad. Um, Also, I think it's just good to do that in the summer. The heat outside, I think, was really helping to like dry my pieces out as well. Ooh, I just stuck my finger into her ear a little too much. But yeah, so definitely want to try to do that again. I've only made like a handful of pieces like that, and I think they sold or they were given as gifts or something. I don't have them anymore, but I wouldn't mind doing it that way again. So I'm just trying to really nicely make like a curve on this ear, but it's doesn't look like the other one per se. So let me add, I'll show it to you when it's done on this side then, but I'm just adding a little bit of more clay for like a build up. I'm just adding onto the ear a little bit to make it look more like natural where I had laid it. Not like a big gunky mess. Love that. Looks good. It looks good. Try to make it look seamless like the other one, but my sides just keep getting a little, yeah. And do you see that? Like there's a little, I have to fill that gap in. It's a weird like gap, but nonetheless, it's a gap that needs to be filled in. So let me, all right, that's not where I want it to be. I gotta fix that. This ear didn't attach as nice as the other one, but that's okay. My top of my ear got completely just ruined just now. I don't know if this one goes up farther than the other one either now, but I'm gonna compare in a minute, so it's fine. This might be like the hardest part for me, to be honest, because the rest is just like sculpting onto the face features, but making them more like alien-like. Where I'm at now, this stuff, like I said, super thin. It keeps spreading. So I just keep adding it onto the ear and spreading it down where it needs to go. And then I'm like, oh, it's not done yet. See, I just have like a little gap to fill, and it's not even that bad. But before that, there was a bunch of little gaps, and I've just been sitting here, and this stuff works really well with water. I don't even know if it mentioned that on the bag, like, hey, you can add some water to me, but I'm doing it. I don't care what it says. Okay, that one's definitely going up more, so we are going to go back onto this ear, fill in a couple places, going into like the side part too of her jaw, which is fine. Hope you guys are all having a really nice morning. Yes, yes, and yes. I know I am, just because I'm vibing out, making something I wanted to work on for a while, so it all is coming together, which is really freaking nice. I have like clay tools. I forgot them on the other side of the room, but like I don't really feel like I need them today. Okay, fair enough. I think that looks good. So I'm gonna go back to this ear and do like a hell of a lot more blending onto her. And y'all can ask questions in the comments down below if you want, or it's all good. What are you all doing today, though? This is basically gonna be my day. Which I'm excited, because I actually feel like I could get to like a painting of it too. I really should let it sit till like late tonight, like 11 o'clock. Because it is early. If I let it sit all day, my house is fairly warm. I could probably paint on her later today already, which I'd like to. Okay. Get some water going here. Alright. I'm just spreading this out more so it sticks. Spreading it out. Spreading it out. Okay. I'm starting to get near like the eyes, like the main face features. I'm gonna stay away from that just for right now, because I'm doing her sides now, like her cheekbones and stuff like that. So I'm trying to really blend that in for her. Give her some nice high lifted cheeky bones. I feel like after I get off my stream, I'm probably gonna listen to some Britney tea, some YouTuber tea. I love listening to the tea channels. Sometimes I do the ASMR. I'll listen to that at night, or like when I'm working, but I'll normally just listen to tea channels when I'm working. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. Alright. I'm gonna wet my hands because this is all like sticking. No baking, dries hard. I've only once in my life had a bad batch of clay, and I made like several, like a bunch of shit with it. And it was all like, that was so bad. That time I just wanted to cry. It was falling apart, like literally just like, I would go to the items that were drying and it was falling off of them. Like stuff that I made, just like, if I had like little buttons, like everything was just like collapsing from the clay. And I was just like, oh, nice. That was the only time I went and returned it. I was so upset. And I went and got a refund. And they gave me a refund because I was like, you know, I think I paid $20 for it. It was expensive shit too. And I was like, you know, my stuff literally cracked. And that was like time, money for the clay that I don't have now. So that was like years ago. And I haven't used it ever since. I forget what brand it was. I know it was in like a big cardboard box. Also, the ones at the craft stores that sit in the big cardboard boxes, you know what I'm talking about, like terracotta, you can get like a bunch in a box and you just activate it with like water or whatever. Sometimes those are sitting on the shelf forever. Like truly, like they're just chilling on the shelf in there forever, and then, you know, somebody comes to get it, uses it, and it's old and it's not working. So I think that's what happened. But I like never will obviously know what happened, but it was so frustrating. All your shit is just like, it looks so cool and it's just like busting in front of you. You're just like, what the hell? So I guess I'll put in the features once I have the clay down. I just put a little bit into the eye socket part on the first eye. And now I'm like trying to flatten out the nose area, which I wanted to have thicker pieces in there. I already told myself that, so it's like more flat like an alien. Oh my god, it's sticking to my hands. I'm trying to like stick it to the nose. Now I'm just like rubbing it into the other clay because it's not sticking well to that area. I don't know why. I thought putting that clay down, or clay. Why do I keep my brain for paint says clay now? Why is it doing that? I thought putting the paint down it would help it stick, which it is, but not in the way that I was hoping. Ugh, I'm gonna put my legs up. All right, we have more out, so let's see. Wet my hands again. Let's turn it and go right into this cheekbone, because there's clay I can work off of and spread it into, and yeah. Once I have like this initial stuff down, it's gonna be so much easier to like add and work into it, so that will make it so much easier on me. I can't believe it's early January. I can't wait for the summer. Like, I don't want to have a birthday, but at the same time, like, warm weather is just so much more enjoyable, you know? So, this ear over here I'm dissatisfied with, so I'm going back to the top, and only the top of it, because that's the only part that I was, like, not happy with. I have stuck in my head, there's different sides of TikTok. I feel like there's, like, comedy TikTok, dance TikTok, obviously, like, story time TikTok. I'm obviously on dance TikTok, and there's a sound now, and makeup TikTok, but there's a sound now, it's like, he told me throw it back, a bow, and it's just, like, stuck in my head so badly. Like, minute I woke up, I'm just like, last brain cell is singing it. On the streets, a bow. I don't know if I have this color that I did for the hair either, because I'm kind of getting it a little bit in her hair. Okay, I just fixed up the one ear. I didn't like how it looked at the top. Now I obviously do, but before I did not. Okay. Let me put that right there. Just spreading it down now into the cheekbone. Okay. Now that I did that, I want to go back and focus on the face. Just rubbing in her quote-unquote foundation. Okay. I forget what was wrong with this head vase when I got it, that I was like, oh, it's not a vase, sorry, or head statue. There's like similar things that they make of this, like that are vintage, but the top is open so you could put like flowers or something in it. It's super cute. But for this one, I think it was the paint was like all screwed up on it or something. I don't quite remember what the deal was, but all right. Well, the nose looks like it's doing what I wanted it to do, so I'm gonna go into there. I already covered up the one eye pretty well, and I'm already having like ideas what I want to do over there, so I'm trying to like spread this side out really nice, so if I do want to get one of my tools in and start like carving stuff into it or adding stuff, I can. So that is what we are doing. And then this side of her cheek is still like, could need some more. I will say, some clay is so hard to get like the lines out and make it like real smooth and nice. This stuff isn't bad. Again, I'm using water with it, but it's not bad. I think it's spreading really nice on her skin. If I never told you guys, like there's a lot of people in my family that used to sculpt. Obviously they're not living anymore, but so I think it's cool that my family never really told me. That was just something I kind of like picked up. I was like, oh, that's neat. It's like in my blood to sculpt. Also, I think I love drawing. I learned during COVID that I could actually draw like fairly well. I didn't know I could. But sculpting is just so more than drawing and painting to me. It's like just, I don't know. I love it. It's so hands-on and fun. But I have so many ideas of stuff I want to make. Like I said, I really don't want to do like a bunch of new projects until my old ones are done, because I have so many old ones to do. When I was spreading, I just ran into the ear by accident. Shit. And I liked how that ear looked. Alright, that's okay. She told me for what deck? A bow. I probably have to redo the neck. But like I said, I don't even know if that's the green I want to use. I think it's a little too bright. I think if it was slightly toned down, I would have been like fine with it, but it's okay. Okay. This piece I'm trying to spread out because I'm putting it into the eye. But like the part like where her forehead is has a lot of clay on it already, so I don't like need to really work into there. Some of it I am. And I'm trying to spread it out, but like also at the same time I gotta get down to the face. Oh, come on. It's not spreading nice now. Yeah, her hair is gonna have to be redone. Getting too much white into it. But it's because I gotta like hold on to her as I'm spreading the clay out, because I want it to be like very thin and just like it's gonna have texture. It's not gonna just be like glass, but I want to have a certain texture, you know. That's all I have left. I have to get more out then, but this is last. This has really lasted. Okay. This piece, I'm just gonna shove it right into the eye socket again and just start spreading out. This is crazy. I love this already. I love how this is turning out. I'm gonna be so annoyed. I don't have to wait for it to dry, but like I said, I have a project that I've been filming to put up for you guys because I've been waiting on different things for it, so I'll probably work on that after this one then. While I let it dry and do its thing. Come on. Spread, spread, spread. Okay. It's looking so good so far. I got the nose to really, like, cover up, but also look like there's something there. That's what I wanted, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going over to the side again, because I gotta add stuff into, like, the side of her chin. It's obviously a girl alien. I feel like she's gonna look different than my ones in the past, so, like, I want her to look more like fairy features, but also like, oh yeah, this girl's an alien. Like, her dad is a fairy and her mom is an alien. Like, crossover, you know? Really, really, really like it. I'm already starting to kind of go into the eyes and just play around a little bit with a couple features. I just blended that all in. Nice. So it looks like I just have like the chin area to do still. Before I go into that, because like I have the chin, her lips, and her nose. But the nose area, like I said, is very covered. There's just some things I want to like fix up on it. Okay. I'm gonna have to get out more clay soon. It's like sticking to my hand. Okay. Yeah, I want to keep going into her nose. So I don't need a lot there. There's just like one area that's like not covering the way I want it to. I keep making sure my hands are wet in between too, because I don't want to like leave tracks or anything. I just want it to be like real smooth. Okay. Here's what I have so far for the front. Like I said, I really like it, but I'm like trying to make the nose look more alien-like, and I think it does so far, to be honest. Like, I think that's spot effing on, but like, I'm just judging myself. So let's not touch that for right now. I'm gonna go down into where her lips were. It's all gonna have to be remade, which is fine. I like that she has like the fairy features though to her. I mean, once I really start adding more alien ones, she won't, but for now, I like that. It's cute. I'm trying to look underneath. I have my whole head literally like on the desk right now because I'm trying to get underneath to see what's going on here. I'll probably list her for about like 80 is what I'm thinking. Obviously this is like whip beginning stages, very beginning stages. So yeah, but we'll see what happens. She's like nowhere to being close to done. Because after I paint her, I'm gonna probably hop loose some like little accessories and things onto her. Maybe I can give her like a shirt or something, or a collar. That could be fun. Alright. So this is that. Looks pretty smooth and good. And now I'm gonna go over here and see what's going on. See, it's supposed to be so seamless that like if I want to paint over the white into the green, that like it's gonna blend. You know what I mean? That I have to like go with clay on the green, because I was not trying to do that. So yeah. Let me go back to the lips because it's having some cracking in there. If I want to be able to see her outline of her lips, so I gotta thin it out. It's really thick in there. Yeah, I want to see the outline of her lips, but also like I want to be able to go over them and like dramatic them. So I'm gonna rub out the clay I had on her lips. You can see more of like the lining there now. She looks like a mummy a little bit. Oops. And going to her chin now, just to add on top there, and back onto her lips again, smooth it out, which is working. What a beautiful Saturday. I think it's like cold as shit out, but like, I don't know. I love being creative, hanging out with you guys, chatting, taking you through my thought process on this piece. All right. Love this, love this. It's smoothing her chin right now. And her jawbones. One part of the chin looks kind of dumb, so I gotta smooth it out more. All right. So her whole entire face has the clay on it now. I think now it's just time for me to possibly start like adding in major like features. Okay. So there it is. Her mouth looks so weird right now. That really needs help. But other than that, I like her. I think she has potential. All right, let's get out some more clay. My hands are like a little wet. Her nose is so different. Like, it reminds me of like a Who's nose from freaking Dr. Seuss. All right, let's take out one more chunk. I think this should be a good amount. And start looking at what I need to do next here. So, I don't have my tools. I see them across the room. I also was trying to think what I could put into the eye. To try to like really, really like, I don't know, make it look crazy, you know? I'm gonna try something. I might rip it off, but I'm just screwing around because I usually do my alien's eyes the exact same way, but I want to try something different. And if it's like terrifyingly weird, but we're not gonna do it. But let me just try something. I think I hate it already, but like it didn't even blend anything, didn't even do anything to it yet. I'm literally adding like the bottom piece onto it still, so I think I just need to like trust my process and see what I'm gonna do. No, I hate that. All right, I didn't like how that looked, but I do want to have like, I didn't want the eyes to be so almond-y, but at the same time, maybe I should. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Like, I don't hate it. I think it just needs to be, like I was saying, like blended out better. So let me see. I definitely had the ears in my head how I wanted them, but not like the rest of the face. I wasn't like 100% sure. I just put a big glob down there, so if I want to get my tools then I can sculpt around in there. Let me do one to the other socket too, because that way it's the same amount of clay, and then like I said, I can go back in and screw around in there. I might also have to just look at, like, ideas online, to be honest. I always love looking at, like, old 90s aliens and just taking bits and pieces of them and making my own. So, maybe we'll do that as well. I'm not really sure yet. Right now, I'm just installing this one in. Putting a little bit too much clay, so I'm gonna take some of that off. Okay. So that's that. Like I said, I have tools. I feel like I should go grab them at some point here. But for right now, I have an idea, so I'm gonna do it. I mean, I have scissors. That works at least for something or other. Okay, let's spread that. We're not there yet. I want to focus on her eyes. There's this like weird shadow, and that's kind of what I'm trying to go off of right now. And I don't know if it's just like how the clay fell or if it's just like a shadow that's casting on her face from my lights, but I don't know. I don't want to make her face look bad. There's so much clay into there right now. Yeah, I think I need my tools. Her forehead's getting all screwed up right now. It needs to be spread a little bit thicker up in there. There we go. Much better. Oh, come on. I'm trying to spread it into, like, by the hairline so it matches and looks all uniform. Come on. Stick, stick, stick. Now the middle of her forehead's a little exposed. It's okay. I'd rather have a lot of clay on here that I could, like, work with and carve stuff into than not a lot. Like, this area was so thin, it just broke, so. Gonna spread some into there. And then up into her forehead, too. With that same piece. And it looks like the top of her forehead needs it. Come on. Come on, clay. You spread before, you could do it now. There we go. And like I said, I just have to get this piece on her forehead. And then I'm just going right up into the hairline with it and spreading it. Up into the hairline and spreading it. And then I'm going down. And to the sides. Okay. There we go. Her chin is a little fucked. Come on. The water is making it like runnier too, which is fine. I want to spread it, but once it starts thickening up on her face is when I can really sculpt around on this, which will be cool. Okay. Nice. Let me just go over it again with my hands with water on them. So it's like real smooth. Okay. It just seems like the bottom part of her face doesn't want to keep any of the clay on it. Did you notice that? Do you see that? Like her chin area. There, I'm just spreading it out. Oh, do you guys want to hear something so funny? I'm in the car with a friend the other day, her boyfriend, obviously he's driving, and we go to get food for a drive-thru, and the girl at the drive-thru window is like just hitting on him, and she's sitting there so uncomfortable. And I'm the type of person where I feel like if that was my boyfriend, I would have been like staring her down and been like, excuse me, like, get the fuck out of here. I just thought of that though, because I think about that and I'm like, I would have been enraged. Like, bitch, go back to doing what you were doing. Like, as we know, in the past, I worked fast food, and if I saw that like a girl was in the car with her boyfriend, and you could tell like they were together, you know what I mean, like how they were acting. Um, they were waiting a little bit because there's like all of us in the car trying to get food. Yeah, like it's just so disrespectful. I just thought of that. Food for thought. Like, let's not piss off other people's significant others. There's just like no need. Okay, so I just patted that on to the eye area, that little like long thing I had laying there, and I hate it. It looks a little weird, but it's at least showing me, hey, there's an eye right there, so put some eye stuff. The nose just keeps separating where it comes to a tip, obviously, so I gotta keep working on that to cover it. And now I'm gonna spread out another one for the other eye, so it's like uniform. Just checking comments, see if anybody left anything. Thank you for everybody who has come in today, watching, present, future, past. I just appreciate you, as we know. This piece is so, like, it's too wet, but I'm gonna use it anyways. And if there's any like extra, I'll just cut it off. Yeah, there is gonna be. See? All right. The nose looks so stupid because it keeps separating. It's getting me so mad. I really gotta go and... I was just getting a phone call. Hopefully you can still hear me. YouTube used to be whenever I'd have a phone call come in, it would just totally crash. So hopefully that's changed. But, oh my god, the nose part is insane. Look at it. Okay, I'm gonna stop here for today. You might have a part 2 of this. If you want a part 2, let me know and you'll get one. I'm gonna work a little bit with some sculpting tools onto the face and get some ideas of what kind of face I wanted to have. But like I said, thank you for everybody who did come in to check this out and see what I was doing. Like I said, I've been really excited to do this one, so I'm glad that I've also had people who are interested in seeing what I'm doing. So if you guys like this, though, please thumbs it up and let me know in comments down below. Or if you have any like cool ideas for it, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But again, thank you, and I'll talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.